Good morning, everyone. Had some good ideas recently. Make the most of all the stuff I know. I guess I would actually want to. Sure or not. Next time I get rid of some seams. Should be working. Let's turn off live unwrap for a moment. I'll have to make a script for this at some point. I don't know how easy it'd be to automate this though. Have like a very specific mesh. Hello, good morning, Glitchbox. Welcome. How you doing? Off camera for just a little bit, but I hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. I'm doing quite well. So that's where that goes. Interesting. Something like that, I guess. All right, that all looks pretty nice. Wonder if I should. Select just two edges. Okay. Makes sense. All right, we'll leave that alone then. And maybe unpin this section. That doesn't look super. Right now, we are making an avatar. So we're working on UV unwrapping the foot here of this avatar. We're working on kind of the lower foot there. Not UVs. They're not too bad. I like them a lot more now than I used to. Straighten all of these out. Or maybe I could do. Maybe it's personally the closest I've gotten to touch them is trying to retexture something. Yeah, a lot of the, the model's not UV mapped properly, then you get some really weird results. Makes it a lot harder to edit. Darn. That's too messy. So I think then I would want. Just does not look very good right here. Is it actually crunched? Hmm. All right, that should work. I like my UVs real nice and boxy. Makes it a lot easier to line things up. Good morning, Arctic. Hello. Download a model off itch.io once, and then UV bleed out in a ton of different spots. The worst thing was that someone had commissioned it. Interesting. Well, different models for different things. Could have been. I'd like to hope that they were getting what they wanted. Let's turn back on the overlay. I think I need to redo the ears too. No, that's good. The nails still need some work. I don't like this new UV selection thing. That's a little annoying. I'm in Blender 5. So a little close together here. I'll have to redo this all anyway. Let's not pack anything until we get this right here done. It looks like there are some pieces here that are broken. Your opinion, what's the biggest mistake that beginners make often? You know, it's really tough to know what you don't know. So I feel like mistakes are expected. But generally, I think. Well, first I'll say like the main mistake that I'm trying to think. Probably just poly count. That'd probably be the simplest, biggest mistake when exporting to VR chat specifically, is just really overdoing how many polygons you need. Um, Probably be the simplest one. 8K textures, yeah, yeah, definitely a lot of like performance issues. Go ahead. I do one more level of subdivision here. Let's change the. I'm using a shrink wrap. Here. Yeah, pretty good. Apply it. First model I tried to make had so many polys, lol. 8K textures, 358 material slots. Yeah, VR chat has some common traps just because, like, you just finally get it in a way where it looks okay, but you have no idea what optimization even looks like or what that means. You're just making recordings, do whatever you want. So socializing in VR, you need to learn to optimize. Good tip to start with. As less is more. Learn how little you can get away with. Easier to add detail than to remove it. I like that a lot. I would say that's the most sound advice. Yeah, because you really don't know what you don't know. So you just start with what you do know and then just add a little bit on each time. My metaphor for art for a long time was you just put one layer of paint down each time. It's like you're trying to build a mountain by painting little layers of paint. Just gonna start small. That's the eyelash there, which definitely looks a little funky. Split this open here. Actually, we'll do this. Boom. Easy peasy. What about these? These are the teeth. That would be why we're missing this here. Any other main issues? This is doubled up here. I have a transform on here. We can get rid of that. No, let's not. That. If you're just making recordings, you went, oh, da-da, whoops. Yeah, it's interesting. I feel like there's a bigger and bigger trend for people doing like shorts and animations in VR chat, and that's pretty cool to see, to be honest. You don't know how to make model something, just bullshit it. Worst case scenario, you learn what you did wrong and have to start over. Not doing something means you learn nothing. Running into walls and roadblocks is part of the process. I was just reading some article that they like recently like confirmed that uh like the feeling of learning when you're learning something, it is like an inherently frustrating feeling. Yeah, that's it feels like frustration, which is super interesting. So, there. Let's see. A lot of sharps on it. Really wasn't making that big of a difference anyway. Yeah. Bada boom. A little crunchy there. Oh. Oh, okay, okay. Good. Just do them all together. Gorgeous. Okay, those came out well. We make these ones a little bit bigger. Actually, do need to get rid of these or apply it. Like that. Do we have any on these ones? Do. Go ahead and apply as well. Yeah. We have the vertex color, or maybe we don't actually have any colors here. What are UV maps? There we go. Good. Actually, that's weird. duplicates here. So there are still quite a few degenerate teeth here. Should be easy to fix. This has a decent amount of detail. A bit too much. So are we mirroring the UVs? That's good. Let's go with that. And eyebrow. These are the claws. All right, just the teeth then. I think we'll undo the pins here. It's not helping. Okay, one at a time then. Good. It's good. So it's really just the molars then. Stop that. Oh, doesn't matter. Still broken. Do what was that one? Rectify. Got this new UV unwrapping extension. It's available on the Blender extension, so it's pretty easy to download. Mio 3. Pretty cool because you can do rectify. Oh, no. Automatically make a rectangle. Yeah. What we want actually. crap, or average the size. So now they're roughly all the same size. Oh. All right, that should be all the teeth now. Let's make sure this is back on. Open up the body. We can average the size. Except for the eyeball. Yeah, with the eyeball being small. Right in there. Much better. We're still getting a little spot of red there. Looks like we're missing the UV. Looks like the gums ended up in the wrong spot. All the texturing's looking pretty good. A little bit of clipping here. Got a floating tooth. Interesting. They're not here. Gotcha. Save. All right. Re-enable. Oh yeah, and then the gums. We'll just pack one more time. I'm lazy. A little bit of a gap here. This should be closed, this pattern. And stretching in the groin and on here. The toes. Interesting. That would be... Actually, don't know why.